Today I am going to deliver the topic software estimation techniques. Main ways of delivering estimates of software development efforts are algorithmic models, expert judgment, analogy, Parkinson, price to win, top down, bottom up estimating, the top down approach, and parametric model. Algorithmic model. This use effort derivers representing characteristics of the target system and the implementation environment to predict effort. Expert judgment. The advice of knowledgeable staff is solicited. Analogy. Yes, completed project is identified and its actual effort is used as a basis for the new project. Parkinson identifies the staff effort available to do a project and uses that as the estimate. Price to win. The estimate is at a figure that appears to be sufficiently low to win the project. Top down. An overall estimate is formulated for the whole project and is then broken down into the effort required for component task. Bottom up. Component tasks are identified and cited and these individual estimates are aggregated. Bottom up estimating. Bottom up approach, the estimator breaks the project into its component task and then estimates how much effort will be required to carry out each task. With a large project, the process of breaking down into tasks would be a repetitive one. Each task would be analyzed into its component, subtasks, and these in turn would be further analyzed. The top-down approach and parametric model. The top-down approach is normally associated with parametric model. The effort needed to implement a project will be related mainly to variables associated with characteristics of the final system. The form of the parametric model will normally be one or more formula in the form that is effort is equal to system size into productivity rate. The model to forecast software development effort therefore has two key components. The first one is a method of assessing the size of the project development task to be undertaken. The second assesses the rate of work at which the task can be done. Some parametric models such as that imply by function points are focused on this. The expert judgment. This is asking someone who is knowledgeable about either the application area or the development environment to give an estimate of the effort needed to carry out the project task. This method will most likely be used when estimating the effort needed to change an existing piece of the software. The estimator would have to carry out some kinds of impact analysis in order to judge the proportion of code that would be affected and from the derives an estimate. Someone already familiar with the software would be in the best position to do this. Estimating by analogy. The use of analogy is also called case-based reasoning. The estimator seeks out projects that have been completed and then that have similar characteristics to the new project. The effort that have been recorded for the matching source case can then be used as a base estimate for the target. The similar should then try to identify any difference between the target and the source and then make adjustment to the base estimate for the new project. The problem here is how you actually identify the similarities and the difference between the different systems. Attempts have been made to automate the process. One software application that has been developed to do this is Angel. This identifies the source case that is nearest the target by measuring the Euclidean distance between cases. The source case that is at the shortest Euclidean distance from the target is deemed to be the closest match. The Euclidean distance is the square root of the sum of the squares of the difference between the source and the target parameters. The function point analysis. The basis of function point analysis is that computer-based information system comprises 5 major components, that is external input types, external output types, logical, then external interface files, then external inquiry types. Then external input types are input transaction that update internal computer tiles. External output types are transactions where data is output to the user. Logical internal tiles types are the standing files used by the system. External interface types allow for output and input that might pass to and from other computer applications. External inquiry types are transaction initiated by the user that provides information but do not update the internal tiles. The user inputs some information that directs the system to the details record. The analyst has to identify each instance of each external user type in the project system. Each component is then classified as high, average, or low complexity. The count of each external user type in each complexity are multiplied by specified weight to get scores, which are summed to obtain an count which indicates the information processing size. Estimates are really management targets. Collect as much information about previous project as possible. Top-down approaches will be used at the earlier stage of project planning, while bottom-up approach will be on the later stage.